Hello YouTube, this is Royal Mix Gaming, and I'm going to talk about the KVK 1 best marches. So for KVK 1, you really should get Sun Tzu max first. So when you start your game, you really want to max Sun Tzu first. Once you have him maxed, you can make the Windswept equipment set for him, because that's the cheapest, and now they have the sets in the VIP shop once a week. And you can get the set bonuses for your infantry, and you'd want to get all 4 pieces to start off with, and you can get the special. If you can get the special talent, that'd be really good for infantry. And then once you have these 4, you'd want to try and get the pants, either the blue ones here, or if you're very lucky, you can get these, but that's up to you. Other than that, you can also get the weapon, which is the blue shield, so you get the health, you can get the crit on it. That'd really help you. So then when you have Sun Tzu maxed, you would then pair Sun Tzu with YSG. That is a march that I've used in my KVK one. It does a really lot of good AoE. And since by the end of KVK 1, if you saved enough sculptures, you should be very close to expertising him. And if you can get expertise to YSG, you can move up to a Saladin YSG in the KVK 2. And that would give you a lot of mobility, so that then you can use, while you're using Saladin YSG, it gives you a lot of mobility, and AoE, and gives you a good starting zone. So then once you get to Season of Conquest after 300 days, you can do Saladin William, and you can do maybe, I don't know, Nebu YSG, so you have some options there, and it's the most efficient, and you only have to have Saladin at 5551, so that's that's something everybody should do. The second march, this would be for spenders, but I mean, you don't have to have it, would be Minna and Double C. That would be one that's really good, especially for the early game, because Minna does a lot of damage, a lot of upfront damage. If you're a big spender, you'd want this because you have T5 and stuff, but even if you're a low spender, a 5511 Minna is really good. And then if you can pair him with Double C, that's nice, but if you can't pair him with Double C, you can use Baybars for the AoE, because AoE is really nice. And that would be a cab march that you can use for a long time, at least until KVK 3 probably, but you can replace Minna by KVK 2 because you have Saladin. An Archer march you could use would be Kusunoki with YSG. Again, YSG is very important. It'd be good to use that too if you're really looking into archers, because you can still do Saladin YSG after this, or you can always save up for a while and do Edward YSG, which I wouldn't necessarily recommend Edward because he's very squishy and stuff, and he's only good until KVK 3. And then Season of Conquest, which is 300 days. He's kind of out of whack. Doesn't work very good, and he's very squishy. You can do Ram YSG later on, so that would set you up for that. Another one would be Ethelfled and Joan of Arc if you don't have a lot of other marches and you just want to bring a support march. Most likely you won't have Ethelfled max, you'll have her like 5533. If you could have her max by KVK 1, that'd be great, but it'd be very difficult. I don't know that you can do it because you can only get 3 heads a day from the expedition shop, and it's not very easy to do. And I don't know you can have her max, but you can pair her with Joan of Arc, so you can bring the buffs. You can't have Joan of Arc max. You could have Joan of Arc maxed. It'd be a good idea to have her at least, like have her first skill maxed at least, and have her like 5-5, like, and if you can get the last march or the last skill maxed, that'd be great. You don't have to have her expertise by KVK 1, but the buffs are real. It would help out your team. Other marches I've seen, you can try and use Scipio and like Caesar, or Scipio and like Osman, or some of those kind of marches, or Scipio and like Ilji Mundok, things like that. I don't like those marches as well because they just don't do enough damage and they're just tanky and stuff like that. Another infantry march you could use would be Richard and Sun Tzu, or Richard and Charles Martel. I wouldn't recommend maxing them. I maxed this on my main a long time ago. Richard, I kind of regret it because he doesn't do much damage, and by the time you're in Season of Conquest, it's kind of irrelevant. You're basically just a tank. Everybody just waits for you till you're last, and then they just focus you out. So really, I would just do Richard like 5/5, 1/1. So if you ever wanted to do AoE barbs, you can use them with YSG. Other marches than that, it's really kind of hard to use any other marches than those that I listed. So the marches I listed again are Sun Tzu and YSG, Kusunoki, YSG, Minamoto, Double C for spenders, and our Minamoto Beabars. You'd also use Beabars primary with Sun Tzu if you wanted to. That's another march I didn't think about. It's a lot of AoE, it's a lot squishier though. Then you could use other marches I mentioned would be Ethelflaed and Joan of Arc, and then you could use Richard and Charles, or Richard, Sun Tzu, or Charles and Sun Tzu. Those are pretty much the best marches you could use for KVK 1, and then you can move up to Saladin and stuff like that, or Alex. Forgot about Alex. You can always move up to Alex after KVK 2, or after KVK 1, and that would help you out a lot. So, if you found this video helpful with the best marches you could use for KVK 1, drop a like, subscribe, and have a nice day.